Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Nerdy Scores, a film podcast. I'm your host, Bryan Sudfield. This is episode 18. Today is November 15th, 2015. I'm joined by my co-host, Matt Waldner.
Hi.
And today, not too many news stories, 3 trailers, 4 Blu-ray releases, 3 movie releases, none of which that we've seen, and we're going to talk about the box office results. Now, usually we don't like to start off podcast with tragic news, but what happened on Friday with the whole Paris thing, and this is just brief, we're not going to talk about this for too long. What happened in Paris, over 115 people got killed. It's tragic. Just reading this news just shows how cruel the world has become since. Like, it just keeps getting more cruel and cruel. And I just wish we could find some way to end the pain and terror and destruction of this world, but not only here in the United States, but all over the world. My heart, I'm in shock. I'm really in shock. It broke my heart when I found out about this story. And my heart goes out to everybody who's affected by this tragedy. Everybody. Everyone. And especially the city of Paris. The whole country of France. Like, yeah, it's really tragic.
It's pretty bad, yeah. It was like 123 died, I think.
A lot of people, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. Especially like all in one city. When it was going on, it reminded me of another thing that happened about, I think, early 2000s. Late, like, 90s. In, like, India it happened. Something like this happened. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. Same thing happened at that time. So, rip the 123 that are dead. Hey.
Yep.
And hopefully France recovers from this. And I hope that, they get the bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, let's just move on to the movie news. Now it's kind of said that we're going to talk about some of the tragedy. Now, Matt, you're aware of Daniel Fleetwood, the guy who got to see Star Wars early, right?
Yeah.
You're aware of his story. He just died a few days ago.
From cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Terminally ill. It's a very sad thing. I mean, I didn't know the guy. Neither did Matt. But just, the guy got his wish. He saw the movie.
He loved it, probably.
I'm sure he did, and he passed away in his sleep. Just like him getting his wish, just the incredible people at Disney and Lucasfilm and J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy, what they did, allowing this guy to see the movie because he knew that he wasn't going to make it in time for the release.
Damn.
It's just, I'm just happy he got his wish. I'm just happy that the guy got to do what he loved. He was a hardcore Star Wars fan. He knew he wasn't going to make it. And the fact that they let him see this movie before he died, it makes me happy. Like, it really does that this guy was allowed. His dream. So rest in peace, Daniel.
How old was the guy anyway?
He was like 32.
Damn. That's pretty young to have cancer. Fuck. Especially, like, what type
You can have cancer at any age,
No, that's
dude.
kind of young. Like, damn.
Well, obviously, it's young.
I was gonna say, what type of cancer did he have?
I don't know, dude.
Well,
I didn't really look into it.
Still, every cancer is, like, bad. So, shit, we're already talking about 124 dead people in this podcast. This is getting very deep. I mean, thank God that they let him see that movie. That was a nice thing. Because who made the call? Was it JJ? Or was it, Kathleen?
JJ.
Oh, wow. That's just a nice thing they did. That's just, like, pure, like, kindness. It shows that people still have hearts today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, rest in peace, Daniel. My heart goes out to your wife, Ashley, and your family and all your friends and stuff. JJ, thank you for allowing him to see the film early. So now let's move on from the sad stuff to good news. Okay, it is being reported that Doug Liman, director of Bourne Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Edge of Tomorrow, will be helming Gambit. I like this very much. We talked about this a few weeks ago when he was in talks to direct the film, and I think that he's a very good choice. I like that he's directing this, and I'm very excited to see where this movie goes.
It's a solid choice. I mean, after he did Bourne and Edge of Tomorrow, it's a really good choice for this. And as we know he can do steady cam work, as we've seen from Edge of Tomorrow. Because I know it wasn't like really shaky. Because I've never seen Born Identity, but I heard it was like that. Bryan.
Art form.
Ah, I see. So I mean, really good choice. That's good that he's on for it, and Gambit's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, it is being reported that Chloe Grace Moretz will star in Little Mermaid live adaptation. This isn't a Disney Little Mermaid. This is like Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid thing. Sophia Coppola was originally supposed to direct it. I don't think she's no longer attached to the project because she and Universal had some creative differences. I love Chloe Grace Moretz. I think she's a terrific young actress, and I like her casting. And I'm just curious to see who's going to direct the film. That's all.
I honestly don't even know much about this movie, so I mean that's good that Chloe Grace Moretz and she's a really good actress, but I just don't know much about this at all, so I really have like no really big opinion on it. I don't know. It's just good that they got her because that's all I'm gonna say for her
Yeah.
sake.
It is being reported that 3 cast members from John Wick are reprising their roles for the sequel. John Leguizamo, Lance Reddick, the hotel guy, and Bridget Monahan, aka John Wick's deceased wife. We talked about John Wick a few times on the show. We both really dug the film. Obviously, Matt certainly loved the film more than me, but I had a great time with it. I'm really looking forward to the sequel, and I'm happy that they got these actors to come back.
I mean, also not just that, they have the directors too coming back, so that's a good thing that they're doing that. They're keeping it as close as they could to the first one, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if it's gonna be a prequel or is it gonna be a sequel.
Sequel.
Okay.
Well, obviously, if it's called John Wick 2, it's gonna be a sequel.
Because then it could have dealt with like the stuff about him falling in love. But
that would be too cheesy.
You're right, and same thing like him. But then again, him taking on like every mob in the city and killing them all would be awesome.
Of course it would be because he's John Wick.
Yeah,
he's Keanu Reeves.
He is Keanu Reeves.
I mean, what else do we have to say about him?
I think though that this movie, based on that they're having all the returning cast come back, that's good. That's a good sign that they are really trying. They're putting effort into this movie, and hopefully it comes out good, like the first John Wick.
Next, and our final news story is that James Foley, the guy who made Glenn Ross, we talked about this I think like 3 months ago. He's the guy that's gonna be helming the 50 Shades of Grey sequels, and it was announced by him and Universal that they're gonna be filmed back to back. It makes sense because they're both coming out like close from each other. I mean, me and Matt talked about how we weren't fans of 50 Shades of Grey. I'm
still gonna see the second one.
Now, but the more I think about it, the least I dislike it. Actually, I do. You know,
it's gonna be, it grows on you, that movie.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. I didn't expect much from it. That's why. That's why.
It had somewhat good acting, somewhat.
Okay. All right.
Somewhat.
Okay, I heard you. But I mean, okay, it doesn't really matter. They're shot back to back, or they're shot 5 years apart from each other. I'm just curious to see what James Foley's gonna do with this film. I am. I mean, when you got a good director like him, I think he might add something to it. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this all turns out.
It could go full secretary though. I mean, James Foley, he's not a Foley artist, but yeah, I know, terrible joke. He's a good director.
But you never saw
I've never seen Glengarry Glen Ross, but I know he's a good director because of how many got like awards and stuff for that. I mean, the dude directed Glengarry Glen Ross. I mean, that's a good choice. But like, I don't know how it's gonna come out. It depends on. It's more of like the problem with 50 Shades of Grey wasn't the direction; it was the writing was the problem with that movie.
Oh no! She adapted it from the book. It was already a problem.
Well, yeah, the book really has the shittiest dialogue. And what I've heard from fans of the book is that what makes the book so enjoyable is not like the dialogue; it's just that they have like the omnipresent narrator, who is basically her in the movie. You know, Dakota Johnson. But it doesn't have that, so, you know, people liked it because it was funny. That's what I get from knowing people that read the book.
Yeah.
But hopefully that this script will be more cleaned up a bit than the last one. and made more for a movie than a really cheesy book. Because that's what the first one was basically written as.
Alright, that is it with the news segment. Now let's move on to trailers. Finding Dory. Now, Finding Dory. I grew up with Finding Nemo. I'm sure Matt did as well. Matt's going to share his thoughts on that movie and this trailer when it's his turn. Now, when they announced this movie, I believe they announced it like 2 weeks before Monster University came out because Ellen DeGeneres was like, "Oh, I've been waiting for this movie for like a long time." And then when she confirmed it on her show, she's like, "Okay, I'm very excited to share this news with you guys and stuff." So I've been curious about this movie ever since it was announced. We got a teaser trailer. Now I know a lot of people are disappointed with it, like fans, because they're like, "Oh, it wasn't funny. It didn't show anything." It's just a teaser. You guys gotta wait until they show full footage. I liked the trailer. I mean, it did. Listen. If you didn't know that this movie was coming out, I guess you expected more. But if you didn't know, but if you did know, you kind of know what you're gonna get. Hopefully, I mean, Finding Nemo came out in 2003, so when this movie comes out in June, it would have been 13 years since it came out. I was 5 when this movie came out. Now, this movie comes out like, I think a week before me and Matt graduate high school. That's insane. Or it might come out the week we graduate, so that's crazy. But I love the character of Dory. My biggest fear is that because she was a great side character, and her being the main character, it could go wrong, but I don't think... If you compare her to the Minions... The Minions don't speak English. They're just like, banana. Like, that's all they do, but Dory speaks English. I'm going into this movie with very, very, very low expectations. I'm not going to go in with very high expectations. I'm going in with very low expectations because I could end up loving the movie. I could end up liking it. I certainly hope I don't dislike the movie.
I don't like it. Counterintuitive, man.
Shut up, man. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's a beautiful looking trailer, and I am looking forward to seeing how this movie turns out. But like I said, I'm going in with low expectations, and I think that's how a lot of people should be. First, give your expectations. Actually, no. Give your thoughts on Finding Nemo, and then give your expectations for this movie, and then review the trailer.
When I saw Finding Nemo, I think that was like the first animated, or maybe even the first movie I've ever seen. Because I don't remember any other movie before that, unless maybe Lion King. Like, Finding Nemo was easily the first movie I've seen in theaters, I remember.
Wasn't mine. It was not my first movie.
Really? What was yours?
I don't remember.
Now, I like Finding Nemo a lot. Okay, I like everything from Dory just saying, "Just keep swimming," to the sharks, to, like, the turtle saying, "Dude." And should we just say the fantastic Frank Sinatra song at the end of the movie? That's iconic.
Yeah.
In that movie. Now, with this movie, I've been waiting years. I thought maybe it was going to come out... When I was young, I was like, oh my god, they're going to make a sequel, like, really soon. But now it's like 13 years later, and now they're finally making one. Now, what I see in the trailer, I thought it looks interesting, I'll tell you that. I know they were definitely trying to, like, hook you in with the story more with this trailer than, like, comedy. With the whole story of... Because the whole trailer is basically, like, Dory has a family, and she's trying to find it. And I can understand that, and they could do a lot of liberties with that story. So, they could either make it where it could be, like, really thoughtful, or they could also make it very deep as well. Or it could just be straight up comedy. Because, let's see, we got the guys who created, Inside Out. The company that created Inside Out, even though I know...
They're a little company called Pixar.
Yeah. They're a little company called Pixar that came out around the early 2000s.
90s, Matt.
Really, 90s?
Toy Story came out in 1995.
Ah, that's
1995.
The movie doesn't look like it's from 1995.
That's the good thing,
man. Yeah, it's that old, damn. fuck. That means it's like 30?
It's 20 years old.
Yeah, it's 20 years old. Shit.
I don't think you're not good with math, aren't you?
No, I was gonna say 30 years old.
No.
That's 2025.
Continue.
Oh yeah. No. One thing I forgot to mention. This episode is brought to you by Nathan's Blend of Juice. It's really good.
Oh my god, Matt. Stop advertising our show.
We'll sell it. We'll sell it. We'll sell it for money. Yes. No, we're just kidding. We're not going to sell it. It's a secret. It's a family secret.
A friend secret.
Mm.
A nerdy schooler secret.
Yes. Now, but do I think this movie will be good? Is a question here, and I have to see more before I judge it, because we've seen very good Pixar movies and we've seen very bad Pixar movies.
Not very bad, just mediocre.
That's what he said. Yes.
Oh, Matt, you never even saw the You never even saw the
I did see Cars, the one that I remember. I never seen 2.
That's the point, Matt.
Yeah. But I will definitely say that this trailer did at least show that they're actually giving Dory a lot of character. It seems like in this movie to her, like not just her actions.
Okay. Next trailer, the Divergent series Elysian. Now, me and Matt did not watch the trailer because we still haven't seen Insurgent.
Well, I did.
What?
I watched the trailer because I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to watch it because I didn't really want to know anything. I was worried they were going to show some big scenes from Insurgent, so I didn't want to risk it.
I mean, they explained what happened at the end. Basically.
Well, I don't want to know what happened. Even though I really don't care, I still don't know. I still don't want to know.
We gotta watch it.
Because maybe I want to be surprised. Maybe I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
We gotta watch it soon.
There's no particular date. As long as we watch it before the end of the year, that's fine. I'm sure this isn't going to be the last trailer they release. I'm sure they're going to release one more. I mean, the movie doesn't come out till March, so I mean, like, it comes out 1 week before Batman v Superman. This movie's going to be number 1 that week. Yeah. Then Batman v Superman is gonna crush it.
Slam dunk.
So I don't know how this trailer is. I don't know if it's good, bad, or ugly. Just as the trailer itself.
As a trailer, I'll definitely tell you, they has a lot of good looking visuals. There's some good looking visuals. And it seems like at least maybe the acting is a little bit better from everyone but Shailene Woodley, because she's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's effort here.
Yeah.
But, and this is kind of more like, I don't know exactly because I never read the Divergent books, but a lot of people are saying, well, this looks like a good sci-fi movie, but this looks nothing like Divergent. It looks so different, trust me. When you look at this and you look at it and search, you're like, damn, what? Is this the same series?
Well,
it really, yeah, it could be like, it's going to alienate fans so badly, probably.
Yeah, probably. Now, the final trailer we'll talk about is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. A lot of sequels. 3 sequels today. Holy shit.
If only we knew what 2 was in Greek.
Yeah. Now, I just watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding again for the first time a few nights ago. I really, really enjoyed that film. I heard about the sequel, and I'm like, it's a little late in the game, but we'll see how this turns out. So when the trailer came out, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to watch this right now. I'm going to watch the movie first again. And then I'm going to watch the trailer. And I got to tell you, I actually really like this trailer. What I like about it is that it doesn't look very forced. This was a movie that was a really, really big deal when it came out back in 2002.
It was PG-2, which is kind of funny.
That
shows you PG comedies can be funny. There you go.
Well, there was nothing harmful about it. That's the thing. But we'll wait until it's your turn. The cool thing was it was a sleeper hit. The budget was only $5 million. It became the highest grossing romantic comedy ever, grossing a total of $368.7 million.
Fuck.
And despite it never being number 1 at the box office during its release, it is the highest grossing film to accomplish that feature for a film that never was number 1 at the box office. So, thumbs up to that. Now, what I like about this is that it may kind of be doing the same thing. But what I like about it is that it doesn't look forced. And usually comedy sequels are very forced, but this one does not look very forced. Excuse me. Nia Fardalos. I feel
Fardalos.
bad for not knowing how to pronounce the last name. I thought she was great in the first film as Toloa. I still don't remember how to pronounce the name.
Tova.
And her script was fantastic, and I'm glad that she's writing the sequel as well.
Good.
And I like that all the cast members are coming back. I thought everyone did a great job, but the father, Gus, was the best character in the whole movie with all the Windex and shit. And I love the aunt. When she's like, "What do you mean he don't eat no meat?" "Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I make them." There were a lot of funny moments in this film, and I do think that the sequel looks fun. I think it looks enjoyable, but I'm gonna go with mild expectations. But it has competition because the day it comes out the same day as Batman v Superman, which is great counter programming. I will say that. So maybe if I don't hear this movie's good, I'm probably gonna be like, "Hi, one ticket for Batman v Superman, please," and then I go see My Big Fat Greek Wedding too. But no, I am interested in this movie, and it's cool that everyone's coming back to do this movie.
Well, okay. So I watched the movie just last night because I never watched it before, but I heard of it. Because what year was it?
2002.
Oh, no, it feels like it's the 90s every time I watch that movie. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think it's because what they were trying to do in that movie was reenact the feel-good 90s romantic comedies that came out. You know, like, it's very lighthearted. It's not like, we don't need some extravagant gore comedy or some other bullshit. Like, we just need this to be funny because of tradition, but not make it racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when the father was, I remember from the first movie when they're in the car when she was younger, when she was reminiscing about her childhood. And she said, "Oh yeah, the father would like say, oh, everything is Greek and Greek's the best," and then how like the guy said kimono and he's like, "Oh, it means winter robe," like that makes sense. Now with this trailer, I like it seems like what they're doing. They're trying to keep the old '90s style comedy that was in that movie, which is good and it's not forced. But at the same time, they're trying to keep it modern, which is interesting. Like, they have this, basically, they're kind of doing the same thing with her daughter, basically. That's the whole, like, point of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, it looks like the same plot line, most likely, but then again, we don't know, we don't know if she has a boyfriend yet, so I was going to say that. Now, it looks like all the cast looks really good coming back for this movie. And it's interesting because what's interesting, they don't just focus on the daughter in this movie, they're also focusing on Tova again. With her whole relationship with, what's his name again? Ian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ian, there we go. So, that's gonna be cool to look at. Like, they're doing like a dual plot line here. So, yeah. It looks funny. It looks like it could be good. And hell, even if it's not good, it's gonna still probably be a guilty pleasure comedy, right?
That's what I hope. My favorite moment in the trailer, one of them was when the daughter was like talking about the schools that she wants to go to, and then zooms in on Thor. She's like, "Why do you want to leave me?" And then the father's like, "Oh, payback." Like
no, my favorite thing is when the daughter was in the car and like the grandpa just came out.
Oh yeah.
Gus came out.
He's like, "Remember, the Greek does this and does that." Like, I don't know. He said something about that.
He did that to her basically. What he did to Tova in the first movie.
I know. It was like ridiculous. So yeah, guys, that's it for the trailer segment. Now let's get to the Blu-ray releases. Terminator Jenna.
I did not want to say that when we went to FYE yesterday when we saw that movie.
Yeah. Terminator Genesis.
Not terrible, but goddamn.
He just basically said every word I was gonna say. Now, I was not looking forward to this movie at all, but I'm like, I'm gonna see it because I am a fan of the first two Terminator films. What I like about it is that, I think that some people boo this film way too hard. I agree that the film was terribly marketed.
That's spoiler.
But I mean, the best thing about the marketing for this movie was when he impersonated the Terminator at the Wax Museum. Did you ever see that video?
No.
Damn!
But I heard about it. I know you said about it. You talked about it.
Good. Wait, which cup's mine?
That one.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I put mine.
Okay.
Back here.
Okay, whatever you say. But the movie was okay. It's
watchable. Oh.
Not your turn yet.
Okay.
what he said. It's watchable, but it's not like the worst. It's not like it's certainly not a great movie, no, by any means. But it's not terrible either. When we saw it with Shane, Shane loved this movie. Me and Matt were just like, it was fine, I guess.
Yeah. Chase just
but
like,
but
no.
because why do you keep bringing him up every single show? I will tell him to sue you. I swear to God. I will do that. I'm like, Chase, you could sue him. I don't care.
He gets ads now, so he could do that. So.
We all get ads.
Really? You get ads now?
I get ads.
You get ad revenue? Nice.
Not like that, but whatever. But what I will say is that it was just fine. It was cool seeing Arnold coming back. I liked Emilia Clarke. Jason Clarke was okay. Jai Courtney was he was fine, I guess.
Jack Courtney.
And I like the addition of a certain actor, a certain Oscar-winning actor, who's I'm not gonna say just in case if you haven't seen the movie or anything. If you plan on what I would say, rent it. Definitely rent it. Yeah, give this movie a shot. That's all I'm gonna say. I wasn't really looking forward to this. And if people want to know what my favorite Terminator is, I prefer the second one.
Well, remember how we have different views of T1 and T2.
Yeah, I prefer T2. You prefer T1.
Yeah.
Even though I love both of them equally.
I think T2 is really good too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
I'm more of a sci-fi guy.
Yeah, I get it.
And you're more the
they're both sci-fi.
horror guy.
They're both sci-fi.
No, but that's more of a.
You should say maybe to make more sense. You're more sci-fi action. I like sci-fi thriller. That's better.
I like sci-fi thriller.
But you like action more.
Yeah, I love action.
Now, okay, Terminator Genesis. I'm not gonna say it, or else I'm gonna get sued.
Yes, you are.
By Texas. No, I'm just kidding.
I was there when he first said that. I was there. I was there.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, at first I wasn't even gonna see this movie, and then when Bryan said, "Okay, let's go see it together," I'm like, "Okay," and then I watched the first two, the 2 nights before or 3 nights before. So, I love T1. I thought T1 is a great movie even for its time, even though it's dated. Still, like some of the visuals, it's still really good looking for like that.
It was a cheaply made film,
but for how much it was made for, it is really good looking.
Well, that's a credit to James Cameron.
Like really, the only noticeable age really would be like the last couple scenes of the Terminator. You know, like
yeah.
Like where it has like the backdrop. And
yeah.
It's like Like what they use like stop motion there for that? I think. What was that?
I don't know.
Like other than that though,
I would have to think. Yeah. I would have to do research on that.
And then I watched T2. I watched them back to back, so I watched T2, and I think T2 also is a really good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Like both of them are great movies.
I mean, when you go from a $6 million film to like $100 million film,
and you change it completely because they're 2 different movies basically.
They are. Like
you watch T1 and you're like, wow, that was a fun that got me really in here, okay. And then you watch T2 and you're just like,
oh, goosebumps, man.
So much blood and so much action and explosions and
Yeah, and Edward Furlong not dropping his balls.
Yes.
I didn't know about that until he told me that. I didn't know about that. I was like, okay, his voice sounds a little fake when he screams like eh. So I didn't know what was up with that.
Now Genesis, because I avoided Rise of the Machines and Salvation.
So Rise of the Machines is not that bad.
I want to watch it one day.
It's okay.
Though. I know.
Compared to Salvation, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah. At least it follows a little bit of the old Terminator. It's like you need Arnold in it to make it good. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, what was Genesis?
Or how was
Genesis? Now, fuck the trailers, okay? Still, to this day, if you held out and you still haven't seen the movie, but you don't watch the trailer, still don't watch the trailer because you'll enjoy it.
Watch it after.
Watch it after you see the movie. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had to watch a trailer before.
I didn't watch that trailer, but a lot of people spoiled the whole thing for me online. So
I'll tell you this though, what they did in that movie, I like what they did with that twist. I like that twist. It's just I wish they never told us. I just wish they never.
I kind of wish they expanded a little more.
I agree though.
One of my biggest probably my biggest problem with the whole movie is that it just wasn't really memorable.
No,
there wasn't really any memorable. I mean, yeah, I remember some of the stuff that happened in the movie, but it's not like 100% memorable. Like when you look back at the action blockbuster movies we've had this year, I haven't seen Mad Max since it came out in the theater. So I don't really remember everything that went on. I remember all of Ant-Man. I remember all of Mission Impossible. I still remember Mission Impossible.
That's a great
Still
movie.
remember that movie.
When does that come out on Blu-ray?
Christmas.
Fuck yeah, I'm buying
So,
that.
with this, it just wasn't as memorable. Like, there were some sequences memorable, but the only sequences I really remember are the ones that were shown in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Like, all the big action sequences were shown in the trailers.
And the thing is, like you remember, like, how in Terminator 1, that, like, the intense scene with Kyle Reese, and, like, you know, how they have all the explosions.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and people getting shot left and
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like, that had memorable scenes, that movie. T2, the tanker, you know, and all that. The freaking steel mill. The entire fight at, basically, what was Cyberdyne? Like, Christ, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many good action scenes. Hell, the freaking, let's just say the sewage. That was amazing, that scene. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this movie, I mean, the action scenes, I would say, were fairly fine. They weren't terrible. They're you can watch them. They're not like...
Yeah, but they were, like I said, they weren't memorable.
They're like not Camilla Dilla, whatever his name is, and Megaton. They're not like those types of scenes. No. Like, you know, all jumpy and, oh, my eyes.
Yeah, but this was Alan Taylor.
It was. Because Alan Taylor
Thor
actually,
2.
Well, if you've seen Thor 2, then you know that, you know... It's,
even though a lot of people say Thor 2 is probably the weakest MCU film.
Debatable, huh? It's debatable.
Yeah, I like
I think Thor 2 is fine. I mean,
says the guy who hasn't seen the first one.
The only MCU movie I've never seen. Yeah, I have to watch it one day. Do you still have it?
Of course.
You have to bring it over one day because I've never watched it.
Sure.
It's just because I think at the time I wanted to see it and I never went to the theaters to see it. I just forgot about it.
I blame your cousin.
Yeah.
Once again, I blame your cousin.
Because I saw the first Iron
Man. I don't
Man
like to blame your cousin for all this stuff, but I'm sorry.
Because technically wasn't. Now I think about it, since I think of MCU, technically wasn't Incredible Hulk first then before Iron Man?
No, Iron Man came out first. And then it was Hulk.
I always think, I don't know why, I always think that
because they came out like so close to each other.
Yeah, because
they were like 2 months apart, 2 or 3 months apart from each other.
The post-credit scene with Robert Downey Jr. and Sam Jackson.
His name is Tony and Nick Fury.
Tony and Nick Fury, I remember that scene.
But go back to Terminator Genesis.
Genesis, yes. Now, visual style, I thought visuals were fine. Everything about this movie is fine. Except for Arnold. Arnold's really fucking good.
He's great.
Because he's Arnold, alright? He's Arnold, he's the Terminator. He's the lovable, creepy, pedophiling smile Terminator we all love and know from T2.
And T1.
And, well...
Well, yes, but still, that's the still.
Well, Killing Machine from T1, yes. And then in T3, well, again, Karen.
But final thoughts on this movie. And then say buy, rent, or skip.
I would say, like, this is a very guilty pleasure movie, you could say. Because it is a fun movie. Like, if there's nothing on and you're just like, oh, Genesis, it's fine. You can watch it.
If you buy it, I'll
be shocked.
No, not that. It's just I wouldn't pay full price.
No. I would say buy it on DVD if you want to buy it.
If you want to buy it on Blu-ray, buy it for like $10.
Yeah, wait till it goes down. But I would definitely say...
Wait for them for Black Friday sales.
Because I know, like...
Really, guys, Black Friday is 1 week from this upcoming Friday. 1 week from this upcoming Friday.
Now...
Oh, yeah, by the way, me and Matt might do some Black Friday video.
Possibly.
We might.
Yes.
I want to so bad.
But I would say, if you're going to buy the full price right now, I would say buy it on DVD. Because, I mean, Blu-ray, DVD is probably... It's not going to be a big difference.
No.
I would say definitely, if you haven't seen it, I wouldn't say skip it. If you are a Terminator fan, don't skip it. If you don't like Terminator, then obviously skip it.
Yeah, if you don't like the Terminator films, this film is not going to convince you to be a fan. It's not.
No. But if you didn't like...
And if it does, I'll be shocked.
But if you were disappointed by Salvation, though, I should definitely recommend you at least watch this and see what your thoughts are, because, you know...
So, rent it?
Definitely rent it, I would say. Solid. Rent it.
Alright.
It's good for parties.
Next movie, Trainwreck. Directed by Judd Apatow, written by Amy Schumer.
I'm a train wreck, motherfucker.
I am a train wreck! I feel like a train wreck right now. Like, I really do feel like a train wreck.
My number 5,
Oh, okay, mister. I never saw a Judd Apatow film before this, but wait until it's your turn.
Even though, like...
You know, a lot of people are like, not a lot of people a certain amount of film lovers are kind of dissing this film because they don't like her.
What? Tell me who. I need to hear this.
I'm not going to say names. I'm not saying names.
It's like...
I'm not saying names.
Coughs and says name.
But... I was looking forward to this movie. I really do like Judd Apatow's films. I love 40-Year-Old Virgin. I love Knocked Up. I find Funny People to be a fine film, and I don't really care, honestly, for This Is 40. But I was still looking forward to this movie. I was curious, because I knew who Amy Schumer was. I never watched her show before, so I didn't really look into her. And I really liked the movie. What I liked about it is that I know that some people were like, oh, well, I don't like how it's just, like, the first half of it's her stand-up, then the second half is a full-on drama. I actually liked both acts. Well, every act, both halves, whatever you want to say of this movie. What I liked about it is that I laughed a lot. I was kind of emotionally, like heartbroken in the second half. And I was just like, oh my god, it's going from a fun movie to, like, a really serious film. Some events happen, and it caused you to be like, damn. Like, Schumer's writing is so good. I would love it if she got an Oscar nomination for original screenplay. I don't think she will. I don't think that will get nominated. I loved her performance. Me and Matt saw her a few months ago at the Oddball Comedy Festival at PNC, and
she was funny.
She was great.
She was great. Like, at first, like, again, it took her a little bit.
No, she was great from beginning to end, dude. She made me laugh the entire time. Yeah. What?
I thought, like, the first 5 minutes, like...
She was great. Come on.
I thought she was great, though, after that, yes.
I liked all the other performances. I liked Bill Hader, who I love Bill Hader. I'm being completely honest with you guys. I love Bill Hader.
He's such a genius.
I love Brie Larson. Okay, Room needs to come here, like, now. I am waiting for that fucking film, like, my heart is, like, beating. I need to see that film now because she might win the Oscar, so I kind of had to see that film, like, now. I liked everyone else. I loved Colin McCoy in this movie, and LeBron James was awesome here. He did a great job here. Was the film long? Yeah, a little bit. It could have been cut down just a little bit, but I still enjoyed the film. I gave the film an A-. Oh, yeah, by the way, I gave Terminator C. Matt gave it, like, a C+. So I would say this movie is a solid rental. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time of it. Oh, and John Cena too was great.
John Cena!
Let the memes begin.
Yes.
But no, Trainwreck, really good film. I really enjoyed it. It's my third favorite Judd Apatow film. And yeah, I'm glad I saw this film. I do want to see it again. And yeah, like I said, it is a solid rental.
I would be Mark Wahlberg if I ate Mark Wahlberg. It's like, I think when he says that line.
No, it's I look like Mark Wahlberg, ate Mark Wahlberg. Close enough.
Yeah. Now,
like Bryan
said, yeah, I have never seen a Judd Apatow movie.
Boo!
Goddamn, I don't know why Knocked Up is right there. Now,
man, how many times have you said now within the first minute?
Because I'm trying to think of thoughts because I'm going on the fly. Boom, boom, boom. I don't write a script. That's right,
boom,
audience.
Boom,
we don't.
boom.
Audience, like, we have a basic script. We don't
Bang,
write.
bang,
We don't write like a full script out here.
Why would we write down our thoughts?
Like, because some people do for some reason.
Yeah, but we don't have to.
Now, Trainwreck was an extremely good movie. God damn it! Stop strobing in here, man.
I'm reenacting the scene from Kick-Ass.
Oh god!
Finish it, keep.
For audience doesn't know what's going on, he turned the lights off, and now he's just using my light on my keys and just strobing it. Now, how is Amy Schumer's writing, which is probably the smartest thing in the movie that Judd Apatow did? Judd Apatow, that's right, didn't write his own screenplay this time. He let Schumer write it, and she did extremely well with this. Because doesn't she, like, take personal experience, if I remember?
That's generally what writers like to do.
Yeah, like, because basically this movie is supposed to be, like her, basically. This is, like, her story, how she is, and it's interesting. Especially how like the whole I'm just gonna act like a man, basically.
Yes.
Yes. Bill Hader was great because I love Bill Hader. Okay, ever since I watched him on SNL as Stefan.
Hey, rip off.
Stefan. What?
Rip off.
I like Stefan. Don't get me wrong.
Rip off.
Have you seen him in the AT&T commercials?
Yes.
Oh God. But yeah, Bill Hader's just so good. I mean, I know he's in a lot of movies now, but I just hope that like he has a great career as he goes on because he just shows that he can both do dramatic and comedy. Which I mean, I think he showed it when he did Skeleton Twins, but I'd never seen it. So
Blue.
have you?
Yes.
How was it?
Great.
Mm-hmm. Very underrated.
Yeah.
Now, how was John Cena and LeBron James? You ask. LeBron James was really good playing himself. It was really cool. How like him and Bill Hader were like friends and stuff. It was just like so lighthearted and it was just so funny. The relationship between the two. And then you have John Cena, who is just John Cena. So you know how that's gonna go. What else am I forgetting?
Everything.
Everything. I'm forgetting the hockey pad shit.
Really?
Yeah. Now, did I think the movie dragged a bit? I think a little bit, but I didn't mind it.
I didn't say it was a problem.
I didn't mind it, though. Like, I felt like maybe you could have maybe cut out a little bit, possibly. I don't know, but there's not like much I could think of to cut out though, because it was just really good. It was just so. It was just perfectly paced. I think. I'm sorry. I think the heavy drama got counteracted by the lighthearted ending that happened. I'm not gonna spoil it. It was a great ending, and like, it's not like it's all gonna be nice and dandy. His relationship, you know, it's gonna be problems, especially with her character. You know, it would be weird, like, not to make it so heavy, like in the second half, and I'm glad they did that, and that just shows like that they're really that she's a smart writer, Amy Schumer. She knows how to write comedy and heavy shit. So for all people complaining this movie's too long, it actually needs this. It needs it. Now, I would say if you haven't seen it, I would definitely rent it, but like watch it like with if you're like married or if you're dating, watch this together. It's one of those. Even though you can watch it by yourself, it's a really good couples movie you can watch together because you know it's funny. It's lighthearted. It's funny. There's nothing like harmful about it. But if you're a Judd Apatow person,
Fan.
fine. If you are one, you'll probably really like this movie. I know a lot of people that I know, not saying names, really dug it. You know, really dug this movie because they were Judd Apatow people.
Fans. That's the word, not Judd Apatow people.
They worship
Grade.
him. They worship him.
Grade!
I don't remember. What did I grade this movie?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you!
I don't remember, because I don't remember if I gave it an A- or not.
Oh, fuck, you gave it the same grade as me. Fuck. Life.
Actually, did I? No, I don't remember. I think I gave it, like, an A, I think. Yeah,
Ah! Too high!
barely too high. Calm down.
Next film is a film that only I saw, Matt didn't see. Mr. Holmes.
Holmes! Holmes!
Fuck.
Squad the yard.
Ian McKellen is a very old Sherlock Holmes.
In Japan.
Finally! A very old Sherlock Holmes. Gandalf the Grey as Sherlock Holmes.
Now I have to question you.
Okay.
Okay, how is he? Okay, it's kind of a stupid question. How is Ian McKellen?
He's Gandalf. If you have Gandalf the Grey and Magneto plays Sherlock Holmes, he was obviously fantastic. Fly, you fools! No, he did great. He was great.
Mm-hmm. Now,
stop saying now!
No. Okay.
Shut up.
How is the plot?
Well, there were two
plot.
different stories.
Right.
We had the one with him present day, and then we had one where he was dealing with this case involving this woman. And the movie was PG. For a PG movie, it was pretty heavy, and It wasn't a harmful film. That's kind of why it was PG. So I mean, like, the plot was good. It wasn't fantastic, but I was still interested in it.
Did he live up to the character of Sherlock Holmes? With a lot of mystery.
Of course he did.
Great.
Of course he did. The fact that he was dealing with Alzheimer's and he just wanted to write down this case before he starts to forget, or if he dies, he wants to do it now.
It's like Still Alice, but for Sherlock Holmes. This sounds like.
I mean, if you want to call it that.
Because I've seen Still Alice.
I'm aware, Matt.
Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I heard it was just a fine film.
How was the pacing? Because I heard it was like a little slow movie.
See, the thing is,
you don't know.
I don't remember. I saw the movie when it came out in July. I just don't really remember. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember it being a fast-paced film, but I don't think it was like an extremely slow. It was a quiet film. It was very quiet. It was toned down. That's why it might have been very slow.
So it was a sleeper, basically. Yeah.
What?
Well, not like sleeper, like when you're watching it, but it wasn't like.
No, there was just nothing happening.
Yeah. Like
which is understand what is there that's supposed to happen.
I see. Yeah, it's just a bunch of. It's very subtle. The movie. Yeah. I'm guessing, like, this is one of those movies you watch when you're, like...
I mean, if you want to watch it with your grandparents, that's fine. Because like I saw it with my grandma.
Nice. It's like, yeah, it's like one of those movies you would watch either when it's a very, like, slow day, or...
Not necessarily.
You could probably fall asleep then, yeah.
Probably.
If it's, like, raining, maybe.
Yeah.
And you're in the mood to watch, like, a really dramatically, like, very heavy movie.
Not heavy, it's just not... Like
with nothing happening?
It's quiet.
Like, nobody pulls a gun out on somebody,
No, it's a quiet film.
Not like Robert Downey Jr., just, it's not like that.
No, Matt.
Yeah. Now, what did you give it? Did you say rent it?
Yeah, it's a rental. I think I gave it a B.
Quickly,
I think I gave it a B.
Pull it the review. Let's go.
I think a B plus. A B plus I gave it. I thought that he was very strong in it. I thought it was beautifully shot. I liked Bill Conn's direction.
Hope I see Bill Cosby.
No. If you ever bring up that man to me again, I will destroy you. I swear to God, if you ever bring up Bill Cosby to me again, I will destroy you. I swear to God. Not the way he did, though. The only problem I had, like I said, it was a little slow, but I didn't really care for the kid that much either. I mean, he was okay. He just wasn't very strong. I did like his chemistry, though, with McKellen. So, yeah, I gave the film a B+. I think it's a rental. Now, the final movie is Selfless, starring Ben Kingsley and Ryan Reynolds. I heard this film sucked. I was gonna shut up. I was slightly interested in seeing this, but then I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not hearing any good things, so I didn't want to watch it, so I'll probably watch it when it comes on cable.
Selfish, more like shit. Fuck, I can't say it.
Shit.
No, I was trying to say, selfish. There we
go. Okay, if that's what you want to say.
Because, he doesn't want to give up his new body. God. There's not much I want to ask about that movie because you haven't seen it. I don't care. Let's just move on.
Movie releases. Sadly, me and Matt did not see any of the movie releases.
You didn't see 33? You were saying you were going to see that today.
I was, but, I'll just wait for that to come on cable.
Okay.
I wanted to see it because I think I talked about this a few weeks ago. I saw the director in person. I got a little more interested in the film because of the way it was made, but I haven't really heard that many strong things about it.
They say it's fine, I heard. Like, it's fine.
Quiet. Let me talk.
Okay.
It's my turn!
Go.
I mean, the story's interesting. I will watch this when it comes on cable. Maybe one day when I'm bored, I'll go see it in the theater, but I don't really think I'm gonna rush out to see this immediately. So, yeah, that's it. The end. Good night, and good luck.
That movie, honestly, I was like, when I saw the trailer for it, still about it. I don't care. Even though I know I heard it's fine. it's harmless. I don't know. One day maybe.
Next, love the Coopers. I don't want to see this at all.
Don't love the Coopers.
I don't love the Coopers.
Damn it,
I have no interest in this. I love Christmas movies. I love dysfunctional family movies involving the holidays, but I just don't care about this one because it looks like pretty much every single one. It looks exactly like The Family Stone, which also had Diane Keaton. So I'm gonna skip this. Okay, good luck and die. Thank you, goodbye, and die.
I really don't have much to say. That movie was dumb, so that's what I'm gonna say. I didn't care. I saw the trailer, I'm like, this does not look interesting at all. This seems like everything has been done. This has all been done. Like, hell, like, they're basically, like, taking all the best Christmas movies of families, dysfunctional families ever, and putting it into one movie.
Yep.
So don't love the Coopers, but it's probably the most... I would say probably at least if you don't give a shit, it'd probably be a fun time anyway. You know, just because it's dumb. But, I don't know. I haven't heard anything from people I know, and I don't give a shit. So, there's just a lot of those movies this week that we don't give a shit.
And finally, in limited release, By the Sea, starring Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, written and directed by Angelina Jolie. It's in limited release. Alright, Universal, this is to you right now. You have got to stop saying that your movies are going to come out. Why? And then you're like, oh, in limited release today. You know why Steve Jobs flopped? And this is what Danny Boyle said. It flopped because of the limited release. Yeah. You thought, oh, American Sniper did the limited release day well, and they made a lot of money. You know why American Sniper made a lot of money? Because nothing came out at the time it came out wide release. That's why American Sniper did so well in the movie theater, and plus it's something that everyone likes to go see. I'm interested in seeing this movie. I'm hearing mixed things. What I'm hearing is that there's a lot of French in this movie. Of course, there's subtitles, but there's a lot of French dialogue in this movie. And I'm curious to see how this turns out because, I mean, Angelina Jolie directed Unbroken. This film's actually her third ever because she made some film before that no one even saw, that I didn't see.
Never
and then she made Unbroken, which was okay. And now she made this, which is mixedly reviewed. So I'm curious to see this film. I'm interested in it. Because like people are saying, there's a lot of stuff they know could be great, but it's not as well handled as they want it to be. So I am curious to see how this film turns out. And when it comes out wide release, I'll try to check it out. I will. I'll try to check this movie out.
Actually, now that I think about it, that would be an interesting double feature when I actually think about it. Like, watching Mr. Holmes and that back-to-back. Because it'd be, like, a very slow, uneventful day.
Yep.
Yeah, like, you start out with a movie where
it's the opposite of a perfect day.
Yeah, it's a very horrible, dreary, dark, boring day.
Sad.
Sad, boring day, yes. Okay, I'm not a romance person, alright? I don't think you are either.
Well, that all depends.
Like, there's very few I like. And, honestly, I think this could be good. I was hoping it came in theaters, because I actually probably wanted to see this week, but it's not. So, thanks, Universal. Thanks a lot. You had one job.
One job.
Yeah, I would say, though, I mean, because I know a lot, again, like, the reason why I said, oh, double feature this and Mr. Holmes, because, again, I heard it's a very uneventful movie. And I kind of heard, like, it kind of took some things, not really, like, I'm just, like, guessing because, you know, how they have a younger couple in the movie. You know what I mean? Instantly, I was like, it sounds like that Ben Stiller movie that came out. How many, was it last year it came out?
What?
While We're Young?
Oh, no, I came out earlier this year. I still want to see that.
Yeah, it has, like, that idea.
I actually forgot that movie came out.
Yeah. It had like that.
I see it every single day in my job, and I keep on saying to myself, oh, I want to pick that up. But I can't.
Yeah, it's like...
I honestly forgot that movie came out.
That idea... It has like that same kind of idea, like, oh, you have this older couple, and they see like this younger couple, and they're like, well, fuck. We gotta like spice up our relationship. Or something. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta do something about it, because they're having a good time. So, that'll be interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of them would probably do a phenomenal job acting. They're really good actors.
I'm sure they will.
And also, I think that it looks beautiful. That's one thing I'll say about it. It looks beautiful, that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch
but
that.
But not all movies with beautiful shots are.
No. But I'm just saying, I would watch it just for like the cinematography, because it's like a relaxing movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't know. Like, if we don't get it, then I'll just wait till it comes on to like Netflix or something. We'll watch it. I don't know. Like, yeah, Universal. That's right. Yeah. So.
All right, that's it. So now, box office results. I was 100% correct last week. Yeah. Everything I said, I was correct last week. Matt was pretty much close, except he said Spectre number 2 and Peanuts number 1.
I think my final 2 were wrong too.
Your final 2 were wrong. That's what I just said.
No, like the final 2. I think the 5 was wrong too. I think.
I don't remember what you said.
I know. Shit. I know Martian was right, because I was at 3. I said Bridge of Spies, I think.
I think you said, no, you said Bridge of Spies for number 4.
Yeah, and it was...
And Bridge of Spies was number 5.
Yeah, I was wrong there.
So
and I
now...
think Goosebumps was number 4. Yeah.
Yes, so now I'm curious to know how Matt's going to do with this week's box office prediction. So, Matt, what do you think is this week's box office results? And remember, you don't need to say money.
I know.
But you could say how much.
Honestly, I think it's just going to be 5 Goosebumps... 4. I would say with 4, I think it will be like I'm torn. I'm thinking of either like the 33 or I'm thinking of like Cooper's, just because it's a family movie. So I'm gonna say the Coopers. Hey.
Okay.
For number 4, number 3 I think will be The Solid The Martian.
Okay.
Again, it's been doing good.
Okay.
Number 2, I think. This is hard, because I think it's going to be the same thing as like it's going to be Peanuts, and then 1 is going to be Spectre, probably, to be safe. It's probably going to be like that again.
Okay. All right, number 5. You said Goosebumps.
Yeah. Number
5 is the 33 with 5.8 million. Number 4. What did you say? Number 4 was?
Cooper's.
Number 4 is The Martian with 6.7 million. Number 3. You said The Martian.
Yeah, Martian was not.
Number 3 is Love the Coopers with 8.4 million.
Close.
Number 2?
Number 2 is it's Spectre, isn't it?
It's the Peanuts movie.
That's right, good.
24.2 million. And number 1, Spectre with 35.4 million. This weekend was pretty weak, but next weekend's gonna be pretty big. Yep. I'm curious to know if Spectre's gonna. I'm sure. I'm really upset that Peanuts isn't making as much money as Spectre.
Did it make its budget? Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
I mean, it got a lot.
I hope it did.
It still got like 30-something million the first week. It's not bad.
Let's see.
Let me look.
I have a computer right in front of me. All right, Peanuts movie. Budget is 99 million. Worldwide, it has 90 million right now.
They're almost made to the half of it. That's not bad. They almost made half budget.
No, they almost made their budget. They just didn't make twice its budget.
I see. Never mind. You were saying 2 times. I thought like the regular budget.
No,
before you multiplied it.
I don't think it's out everywhere right now. I think it's gonna come out of more places as the weeks go by. So I mean, whatever.
I thought you were trying. I thought that the budget, not like multiplied, was $99, $99 million. I was like, okay, that's a lot.
Let's look at Spectre.
Okay, so it's like 40.
So as of right now, worldwide. The production budget domestically, Spectre has 130 million. The production budget is 245 million, which is really expensive, considering it's not like a Star Wars where it has a lot of visuals. And worldwide, the film, because it opened in the UK early and all that stuff, it currently has 543 million.
Well deserved.
Not as much as Peanuts.
No, but still, it's good. It's good.
Okay, Bond fanboy.
Hey, it's not a terrible movie, guys. Stop shitting.
Did I say it was terrible?
No, not you. I'm saying everyone out there that's.
I told you this last week. The reason why they're saying it's terrible is because they were expecting it to be great, like Skyfall.
You can't get everything you want, critics. Jesus.
So that is it for this episode of Nerdy Scores, a film podcast. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, this very short episode. Next week, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
The Night Before and possibly Secret in Their Eyes.
The night before the Hunger Games.
The night before the Hunger Games with a Secret in Their Eyes.
Yep.
Um.
We just made it.
Yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much once again for listening. I mean, we've been doing this for almost 4 months now, and we just really thank you guys for continuously listening. We don't care if we have a small fan base. We don't care about that. We love our fans. We do. And we thank you so much for continuously listening, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you, and take care. Goodbye.